Hi, everybody. Welcome again to Wingman Wisdom. As you may know, I've got all my contact information down in the description below. My voicemail, my email address, and I got to tell you, my voice mailbox it's not blowing up, but almost. There's always stuff coming into it. Most of the calls, 90% of the people are not very happy, and they're looking for my input and my advice. While I give my advice and my thoughts here on Wingman Wisdom, I am not a lawyer. I'm not trying to give you legal advice. I'm just trying to give you something to think about from my perspective. Somebody that's owned RVs before. I've owned and run a campground, been very, very involved in it. And I know an awful lot, I think, about the industry as compared with the average person. So if you have a problem, if you have a situation, if you'd like to be heard, again, that link is down below, all my contact information. Let's play a couple of voicemails, and the reason I want to play these is there's a lot of people that are in the similar, kind of the same boat as these people that are calling, and I want you to hear just kind of an edited part of some phone calls.
My name is Mike Jones. I'm in Riverside, California, and on the 8th of January, I bought a 2022 Forest River Heritage Glen 370 BL from Best RV in Turlock, California. We got it home late that evening. The next morning we found 23 serious items wrong with it. Stuff that we couldn't see with the slides out. The refrigerator doors are dented because the slide comes in and the countertop from the kitchen island hits the doors and dented them and scraped them up. We had a hole in the floor, a bunch of different things. Anyway, we took it back up there. They said they would try to fix it. Anyway, long story short, finally got a hold of Forest River because our local dealers wouldn't touch it since they didn't sell it. And we went to Quality RV. They started doing some repairs. The hole in the floor, the linoleum, all they did was heat it up and try to smear over it. I'm still waiting on parts, and this has been 6 months now, and still no repairs or no finish in sight. I could sure use some help on this.
I can't tell you how many phone calls, how many voicemail messages and emails that I get that are similar to what you just heard. And Mike, while I would love to give you some kind of a miracle answer, I don't think that there is one. Really, this is kind of a two-part deal. I think that first off, it's too late for many of the things that you're probably upset about. It's too late. You said you just got your RV home and you noticed 23 major things wrong with it. How about finding those things before you take the RV home? Maybe not all 23, but how about 1 or 2? I think that too many people are encouraged by a sleazy dealer to get off the lot. See, look how great it is. Just bring it back if you got any issues, and you really believe them. You have to learn to be skeptical. I hate to say that, but today's day and age, we have to be skeptical. Don't take possession of the RV until it is in the condition that you're happy with. If you can spend the night at the dealership hooking everything up, do that. Don't take it off the dealer's property until you are 100% happy with the way it is right now. The other thing is, I think that we all ought to take more responsibility. Even if we make the wrong decision, we need to own it. Yes, there are some really good dealers out there. Very, very good dealers. And most of those dealers will go through with a fine-tooth comb and make sure that everything is working properly in the RV before you take it. But the sleazy ones, they want to do as little as possible to get your money and get you out of there so they can go next and sell the next person. Here's another phone call that is kind of representative of what I get in my voicemail every single day.
Hi, Alan. My name is James Brady. I'm from Long Island, New York. My question, Alan, is what rights do I have as the owner? My rig was sent out in good shape. Now I have a blown-out living room floor. My back wall is showing that it's bowing out. I have a window sill on the slide they worked on that's not done right. Cosmetic damages that are through my gel coat. Scratches, gouges in my fiberglass cap. Water leaks from them not sealing the roof properly. And then the major one for me, which means I can't even legally tow this down the road, and I have a commercial driver's license, is that the anchor bolts were left loose on the chassis from the cabin to the chassis, and it's shifted to the driver's side, which would be my left side, and it's twisted. and the factory's like, I've sent the photos to the factory, the dealer sent the photos to the factory. I notified them about a list the day I went to pick it up from my dealer, and the factory just says, we're not repairing it. Good luck. You're on your own. I don't think that's right.
James, I'm sorry to tell you this, but I don't know what your legal rights are. I'm not a lawyer, as I said a few minutes ago. I do know the best RV lemon lawyer in the country, and there's a link down below in the description. If you click on that link, it will take you to a page with all my contact information and how to get a hold of that lawyer's office. They even have a free evaluation. I suggest before anybody spends a nickel with paying I'm going to go see my lawyer. Before you do that, find out if you actually have a lemon RV. And you can do that by clicking on the link below and then fill out the free evaluation form. Doesn't cost you anything. There's no pressure. And if you win $1 million, I don't get any of it. So this is just literally a public service. But James, you say you got a blown out living room floor. The back wall is falling out. I don't know. I don't know how a dealer can sell an RV like that. Did they know about this before they sold it to you? Did you have the RV inspected before you bought it from the dealer? There's so many things I don't know. I will suggest that when you take your RV to a dealer for service, I want you to take pictures and notes. Just like when you rent a car, you go on a trip, you rent a car from Enterprise or whatever. Before they give you the keys to that car, before you take off, you have to do that walk around, right? There's some hail damage, there's a scratch in the door, there's a ding over here, and you mark down those things. On your RV, whether it's brand new, it could be 10 years old, every time you go to the dealership, when you get it there, walk around with your camera. Take pictures. Dink, take a picture. Dink, take a picture. And that way, the service manager, the service writer is there with you and says, well, here's one here. Write it down. Because oftentimes, damage will occur in the 4 weeks or 8 weeks or 13 weeks or whatever it is when your RV is sitting back in the lot. They may hit it with something else or a forklift. I have heard countless stories about people that have had accidents and things done to their RV. And they say, well, that wasn't there when I brought it in. The dealer goes, I don't know about it. So if you don't take pictures and something happens, I have warned you. Also, I would say ask for visitation rights. Huh? If your RV is in the shop for more than 4 weeks, go visit it. Go visit the shop. Be nice, be kind, be thoughtful, be professional. Take notes, take pictures. Compare the condition of your RV now to the way it was before. Has anything been done on it? Be nice, as I said. But go, and you need visitation rights. Go and see your RV every 30 days just to make sure that something is getting done and you stay on the radar screen of the dealer. But my gut tells me sort of, James, that there's more to the story. I'm not doubting you. I'm just saying that if you bought from a good dealer, if you bought a good brand, the manufacturer and or the dealer should at least stand behind some of those issues. Let's listen to another voicemail.
Hi, yes. My name is Jason Hopkins. I had seen your YouTube channel, and I'm about ready to get a lawyer on my RV purchase. I purchased a Mini Winnie fifth wheel, 32-foot. Have had nothing but trouble. A little bit to blame on the dealership and the manufacturer. They have pushed me off for about 4 months now. I literally have a camper that's filled with mold, mushrooms growing in my slide out. I mean, you can't camp in it. You can't do nothing.
I feel sorry for your situation. I really do. I know you sound like you're at your wit's end and nobody can blame you. But before you go hiring a lawyer, I suggest respectfully, take a deep breath. Take a deep breath. Most RV cases that go to trial, they don't get settled for $1 million. Like you may, oh my gosh, I'm going to get $1 million. You're probably not. And it's going to take a long, long time. And it's going to be so stressful, the whole legal process. I hate dealing with lawyers. That is the truth. Sometimes it is inevitable. When you said, I think that you said, what was it? There's a little bit of blame on the dealer and a little bit on the manufacturer. Maybe I didn't hear that, but I think I did. That's very telling to me. So who is to blame? A little bit with the dealer, a little bit with the manufacturer? Does that mean there's a little bit to blame with you? I'm not trying to attack you. I'm not trying to take sides here. I'm trying to present what I really think is the situation. And again, Most of these situations can be avoided, or at least a lot of it can, if you take your time, take a deep breath, don't take possession of the RV until everything is in good working condition, and that's when you can take it off the lot. And always, always keep a repair diary. Well, that's it. Tomorrow, I'm going to play a couple of more phone calls from my favorite RV dealer to talk about, Camping World. Yes, where camping has never been more affordable, $5 a day. Right. So I'm going to play some of those phone calls, and if I have time, I'm going to give you a secret weapon, an idea that came in from one of my subscribers, my friend George up in Ohio, so you got to stay tuned for tomorrow's video. Until then, I'm Alan Warren, the RV Wingman. Be safe, have fun, play nice, and don't leave your good manners at home. I'll see you next time.